Hello everyone, on today's episode, here is my ginger plant. As you can see, there's 4 trunks and they look really cool. It almost looks like bamboo shoots. But this started as a piece of ginger that I put it in a little bit of soil very early spring, and then it started showing signs of growing. I put it in this bigger pot and has now become a really tall ginger plant. Pretty cool what the future holds for this plant. Hopefully it survives the winter indoors, since my apartment's pretty dry, but I'll try to keep it alive and keep developing. It seems like it's growing more roots down here. I just feel like, I don't know if you can see over here. There you go. See, that's new roots. So if I wanna cook, I cut a little bit of these roots, and there you go. So here's a challenge for Tom. Ginger plant. Tom, let's do a ginger bonsai. See how you do. And here's an update on my boxwood that I planted early spring in this what do you call this? Betty Crocker pot. Not doing so good. There's some roots that are growing because I put it on a pot with soil. So it's a little bit of roots growing. I don't know what happened. It doesn't seem like it like this type of container, because this branch here died. There's a big branch over here, and that died back. So I don't know what's going on with that. See, it's completely dry. Oopsie, there you go. Dry. 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 And dry. And then here's another dieback here. And this branch is over here. So I'm cutting that up. I mean, the tree's still alive, but it's just dying back. I don't know what's going on. I think this one is about to die as well. This one dies too. How do you cut while filming? That's almost impossible. There you go. So it hasn't done a lot over the summer, other than dying back, but we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll take it out of this stupid container, put it on something else. This whole side died, so it kind of looks funny. So we'll see what the future holds for this one. Here's an update on my other boxwood, the one that had the yellow tips. It also didn't do anything this summer. It did not grow at all. After I repotted into this training pot, it just stayed quiet, or not growing so much. A little bit of yellowing. Sometimes the leaves are like kind of sticking up. They look almost dry, but they're not dry. It's very interesting. It did seem to have some sort of a flowers in the spring, which are the signs of, you know, the budding. But none of those buds grew. It just, they all fall off, and that was it. The tree is still alive, and it's doing okay. So I might revisit this next spring, remove all this soil, clean it up, make sure there's no, you know, I did leave some of the organic soil that it came with from the nursery in there and mix it up with the bonsai soil. I don't know if that would cause the problem with the tree. Maybe I was retaining too much water or not retaining water. I'm not sure what the cause of this is, but yeah, here's an update on the tree. You know, hopefully it recovers next spring and we can see it grow a little bit more. And here's an update on the apple. So the apple tree, well, excuse the noise outside, but it's still working, as you can see. So the apple tree has been growing. I did a big chop, and now it grew into this kind of funny canopy here. It looks pretty cool. It's just a stick and a canopy. So it's kind of funny because I cut it right here in multiple spots. There's like 3 different branches there. So as you can see here, there's 3 different branches that I've been chopping, I've been cutting and reducing, and you know, it responded pretty well to the chops and growing and growing. It had a lot of leaves here on the bottom. As you can see, there was one healthy one there, and it just got this this disease, mildew, and then it all fell off after I pruned the top. It always happens. Last year the same thing happened. Like the leaves start getting like, you know, very, you know, gray. There's this gray spots, and then they start curling up and they die. And then it also had these green bugs in the leaves that I kept cleaning, which is, you know, eating all the sweet sap from the tree. Now I don't see any, but early spring had a whole bunch of them. It just killed them with a soap and water, and then they all die. There was another one here that just died back, and it just completely died. So now we're left with this one, this apple tree from seed. I don't know what kind of apple is this. This is from one of the seeds that, you know, grocery apples that I was feeding the birds, and they just grew in here. And then just trying to keep it alive. So that's it for this one. Here's an update on the sugar maple tree that I collected early. Yeah, it was early. No, it was fall. I think it was fall last year. So it's doing well. It grew a little bit after I, you know, it was dormant when I collected. So I put it in a pot. It survived the winter, and then it started growing. And then I put it into this straining pot. It kept falling over. It did actually fell over one time, and I had to wire the roots because it doesn't have a whole lot of roots in there. So that's why. And this is the one that I always wanted to cut back hard here on this little branch, and then just, you know, keep it short. But then I like the movement of the tree, of the trunk. It has a really nice movement, but it's fairly tall here. And then it has this leader here that's also growing pretty tall here with, you know, some pads here. So you got quite a few branches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you know, and 6. But there's multiple branches growing from the same spot, which I need to fix. Need to get rid of that. There's 3 branches growing from that same spot. So I'll probably, you know, get rid of that and chop that tree here. But that's gonna have to be next year. I don't want to touch it right now because the other one died. The other sugar maple that I also collected the same day as this one perished and it died. And it was overwatering and it got the roots rotted, so then it died. So hey, what are you gonna do? So at least we have this one. So that's it for this one. The last update I'm gonna do today is gonna be my poinsettia tree. The one I defoliated, and I took every single leaf off the tree because it was it still had the old indoor leaves, and I think they were the red leaves. And then it just exploded in growth, as you can see. At the very beginning, it took a little while to get used to the bonsai soil, but then it just, you know, with the fertilizer, it just started growing really well. So I just gotta remove some of these leaves. I did remove some of them, you know, inside leaves to expose, and I get some more light in there. But there, it has pretty good branching. And you can see that you got 1, 2, 3, it's 4 main branches, and it's starting to get some cool ramification. Well, they look like leaves now, but they'll eventually get there. So I'll keep it in here. So a cool trunk. Start getting a little bit woody here. So you can see the colors changing, even all the way up the branches. So I'm liking this one. It's pretty nice and compact. As you can see, big leaves, but it's getting there. Maybe I'll cut off the fertilizer and then just let it grow, and then maybe the leaves will get smaller. They should get red for Christmas. That's pretty cool. And that's it for this updates and the trees. I'll give you some updates on the ones indoors that I need to repot. Little ficus, little baby ficus cuttings. I need to be repotted. Here's my Fukian tea. It's growing now. So you know all that growth. Here's my other cuttings, ficus cuttings. And here's the alarm of the annoying car that always starts. And then here is my other plants. Here's some cuttings from the mother plant. Okay, thank you. Anyway, so here is the aloe, and then the babies that I'm trying to propagate. And then here's my other bonsai that I styled recently. What do you guys think? Let me see, I can give you a better look. So this one is a very, very rare species of tree. It doesn't need any water. It doesn't need any fertilizer. And it has different colored leaves, as you can see. It doesn't even need soil. See? It's a beautiful tree. And I styled it myself. Cool, huh? Well, that's it. That's it for this update. Hope you have a great weekend. Goodbye, everyone.